Sorry about that. Not a way to introduce this little ditty. Look, we're going to run a little shorter tonight, but that's on two reasons. Josh has got another one to do, and I'm half in the bag because I've been out. It's Veterans Day. To all those who came home and all those who did not, I salute you. Crown Royal. All right, my friends, like, subscribe, comment, ding the bell, support Aortic Hope, support St. Jude. I'm going to make it short because I need the time. And Josh has already given me the finger. All right. Today is Veterans Day 2024. In case somebody missed it. You know, those guys in the back of the room who are playing with themselves. Yeah. You know who I am. Anyway, so Veterans Day went off good. The parade went off good. Two ceremonies went off good. Cooper, every time I get on the podcast, he decides to get in something that he's not supposed to be in. Isn't that amazing? How does this dog know that? God help me, Jesus. That is my grandchildren. All right, people. So we did the parade, we did the breakfast. I was getting my fat ass through the buffet line about 11:30, and after the parade, and I get a phone call. My phone's blowing up. I try to ignore it, but you know, after the third time it rings in a row, you got to figure somebody's dead or somebody's gonna be dead. So I pick it up and it's my friend. We'll call him JC. Okay. Calls up and says, "Yo, Tom, I need help." I said, "What do you need, man? Aren't you supposed to be at Oxford Vets Home entertaining the vets? I thought you did that every year. You served food and you told stories." He said, "Well, I came out today and my car is missing. And I can't find Amy," which is his present girlfriend. This guy goes through girlfriends like every 6 months. And he's my age. I don't know how he does it. And all these chicks are like 35, 40 years old. How does he keep up? What has he got? A 5-pound Viagra pill? God. Anyway, that's another story. So I go, "Hang tight, buddy. I'm coming." Do, 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 do. See, we got to get that recorded. Anyway, 53 minutes. We timed it. Big Jake and I in my little car. Well, actually, my wife's little car, the skateboard, the one she won't get rid of. But she's not had a car payment in 4 years. She's driving it until the wheels fall off the thing because she's Irish and she's cheap. I bet you she heard me. She's downstairs watching TV with the chitlins. So she'll be up here shortly. That's a challenge she'll accept. So in the meantime, before I get killed, let me tell you a story. So we get out there, right? I pull in the driveway. I say, "Well, let's review the cameras," because he's got security cameras. Well, this chick from 6 months ago showed up like 2:38 in the morning. You can see her taking the plates off the truck. You can see her clearly kicking the driver's side door in. Big, huge thing. Now, this is not, this car's I think it's 2022. So it's not an old car, right? It's got like, I think it's got less than 20,000 miles on it. So, and he loves it. He washes it and puts it in the garage. Guys make love to their cars. But that's another story. So anyway, I pile him in. I crunch Big Jake in the back seat. I put JC into the front seat. And now you got to understand about JC. His PTSD is so bad that he has it 24/7. He's got caretakers. This latest girlfriend, Amy, lives in the apartment. He has a house, and it is a full house, but underneath they made a mother-in-law apartment. So she's staying down there, I guess with midnight panty raids or something. So here I am backing out of the driveway. Now I got Big Jake in the back. He's got to be close to 300 pounds in this little Chevy Cruze. So I push JC's seat all the way forward, and at least he gets a little leg room. So you got to figure I'm tipping 238. He's tipping 300 pounds. JC weighs all of about 110 pounds. But out comes Amy. Oh, God bless her. 200 to 250. Easy. This is a heifer, as we say around here. Not that she's not a nice girl or nothing, but she is not a model, unless it's a model for big sizes. But that's another story. So, here you go. We all pile in this little piece of shit 2016 Chevy Cruze with almost 250,000 miles on it. And I got to put my seat so far that, I'm a fat guy, so the steering wheel's rubbing my belly. And we get downtown. What's the first thing? It's a little town here upstate. A lot of transplants from the city. Cops, the fire department, EMTs, first responders. Everybody seems to retire up here. It's where the reservoirs are that go down to the city, right? Okay. They take secondary jobs, so they're dipping twice, pension, and then another state job. Anyway, so we get in town, and you got to make a right off of this road to get into town. I won't tell you what road, because then you'll figure it out where it is. And right on the right-hand side is a log cabin. I mean, a big sucker, probably 120 feet long by about 40 feet deep. It says TA's, great food, friendly service. All three of these people, I'm calling them people because they're really like slugs, say, I'm hungry. Now, they just had the veterans breakfast. I'm sure Jake got some food at the buffet. We're 53 minutes down the road, and they're hungry. So if it was the chitlins, the little ones, I would have Benadryl them and been done with it. But I can't Benadryl these grown adults. So I missed the driveway. Now they're all bitching. I go down. I got to go through this shithole parking lot. I had enough potholes to be the moon. Turn around, go back to TA's. We pull in. It's Veterans Day. The place is packed. They're giving free breakfast. 2 eggs, pancakes, bacon, home fries, and the toast of your choice, along with a cup of coffee. Do you know how many people are in this place? So we eventually get a table and we sit down. I slip the waitress $20 and I say, look, we need to get our food right away. I know it's bad news, but here's $20. See if we can grease the wheels a little bit. She does. We get our food pretty quick. In fact, so quick that the people around us were kind of pissing and moaning. But $20 is $20. So the bill comes out to $29.64. Now there's 4 adults sitting around this table. 3 of the adults get crocodile arms. You know what that is, right? That's those short arms that don't quite reach the bill. So I grabbed the bill. What are you doing? Get out of here. I grabbed the bill because I don't want to play this game anymore. And I go into my secret stash. And I tell I give the waitress, I think, yeah. So I gave her a $50 bill and I said, we're out of here. So she got 20 in the front door and 20 on the way out, right? But it's Veterans Day. So what's a little heavy tipping? For all I knew, this girl was a veterans from the playground. She was only like 18 or something, but I'm sure she was a vet at heart. We get back on the road. Now I got to go 23.2 miles to where his car has been towed. Now, to add salt into the wound, I passed 3 places that could have towed this car. One right in the dead center of town. Why was the car towed? Well, ex-girlfriends have shit like that done. Like ex-wives who throw all your stuff in the burn pit and light it on fire. Just because that morning you told her that you were packing up and leaving. So she decided, that's another story. So, I heard him. It's like herding cats. I got to get him in the car. But these two want to smoke. She wants to vape. Beep, 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 boop. I smoke cigars. Probably the shortest one I have is about 15, 20 minutes. Get it? I can go without a cigar for an hour, 2 or 3 even. You're pushing her to 3. I get awful nasty. To all the veterans, those who came home and those who didn't. Salute Mende. A little Italian there for you. Okay, people. 6:12. We're kicking it up 10 minutes. So like, subscribe, comment, share. Hit the bell button. Tell me you love me. Even if you don't, lie to me. Women have been lying to me my whole life. But you know what? If that's the only way you get women, what the hell? Why not? I'm a realist. I look like a fire plug. All right. So let's get back to this story. Oh, Aortic Hope, St. Jude, good organizations. Please send them some jingle. Like them on Facebook, YouTube, Elon Musk, whatever that is. Just make sure they know that you're supporting them. 2 good organizations. All right, so now it's 6:13. Jesus, where did the time go? So I get down there, 23.2 miles. I go in the door, and we'll call, what name should I give him? Rusty. Because this guy has not changed his clothes or bathed his body in 3 weeks. He has the odor of transmission fluid just wafting off him. His hands, I have seen black men with whiter hands than this guy's hands, and he was white. He hadn't shaved in at least a week or 2. He's got these Groucho Marx eyebrows that are growing over his glasses. I'm trying to keep from laughing at this ridiculous looking thing. But guess what? It's Veterans Day. He's the only one in the place. Ding, 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 ding. Boy, do I keep winning or what? So Rusty says to me, oh, no. You can't have that car. It's under police impoundment. I said, no. This girl played a joke on this guy and had the car towed. Oh, no, they said it was a police department. It was a sheriff's. Now, this girl was born on one name, and she took the name of a politician up here. I can't say it. I can't tell you who she, because you immediately Google it. However, take my word for it. The first names are the same. The last names are different. Okay. And poor girl that she took the name is a 14th district. Oh, God, help me. Can it get worse? Just wait. Wait for me 1 minute, and I will tell you how this. There, I swear to God. After that guy said, "No, no, no, it's under police impoundment. You can't have it," I heard a flush. Honest to God, flush, a toilet flush from God. Now, I've experienced this before in certain situations, right? It never ends well. I'm probably about 60-40. I'm going to jail 60% of the time, even if I only stay 2 or 3 hours until the attorney gets there. Pennsylvania Mike. Plug for Pennsylvania Mike. Anyway, I say to Rusty in my calmest voice, Rusty, what do I have to do to get this car out of here right now? He said, well, you got to call the sheriff's office. And he's talking to me like I'm the stupidest person in the world. Meanwhile, he has enough nose hair sticking out of his nose to knit a sweater. So the place is freezing cold, and you know I can't take cold anymore. So I go out, get in the car. I figure they'll go stay outside and smoke, and no, they all get in the car with me. I said, I'm not going anywhere. I just got to make a phone call. So I call the sheriff's office, say, yo, you got JC's car impounded, blah, blah, blah. Because Amy was driving it and there was no plates on it. And this female sheriff's officer said she couldn't let her move the vehicle. So they didn't get down there within an hour. So they towed the vehicle, not to the garage right there, like less than 100 feet away, but 22.3 miles away. Now, anybody that experienced the towing of your car knows that it starts at $500. Okay. Every day that it's impounded is another $500. So I've got my poker money on because I play poker on Tuesday nights. So I quickly pull it out of my secret compartment and I got $1,300. I'm praying this guy doesn't say $1,400. So the sheriff officer, the dispatcher, whatever it is, says that we're shorthanded. It's Veterans Day, so everybody's on the parade. So I can't have it done today. You can come back tomorrow. I said, is that your final word on this, Jeopardy player? She says, sir, you can call whomever you wish, but you're not going to get, unless it's a murder or some catastrophe. Our sheriff's offices are tied up. See, remember when I was a Leo, it said to protect and serve. But now on the side of these $90,000 SUVs, they say highly trained, highly armed. Hold it together for 20 minutes. I'll get there. See, get the joke? Protect and serve. We'll be there in 20 minutes. That's not really a joke. That's real around here. So I admit, when it said protect and serve, I had a Dodge Dinosaurs. So that was a long time ago. I don't think anybody will remember that. Okay. So once again, here is Tom Easy, the guy that makes things happen, thinking, going, you know, I'd rather be drinking Crown Royal and drinking Yinglings and not to be doing this shit. So I got to clear my mind. How many curses is that? How much money do I owe? Ooh, this is a problem. They
This is a
see
good
this
one. This
video.
one. This is a good one.
i- If they see this video, they're going to count, and I'm going to owe a lot of money. What is wrong with you, Joshua? Break in. Tell me I'm cursing too much. Are you in collusion? Do you get a percentage?
I'm on St. Jude's side, obviously.
All right, so guys, ladies, whatever the rest of you want to be, I don't care. You know, 73 years old. I've been going through this shit since I was 19, 20. So I think back to a time, well, how did I handle this? Well, I know on holidays, the DA's office is closed, but like all counties in New York State, they have to have what's called a floating DA. This is a person that's on call on holidays and, you know, after 4:30 to, 9 o'clock in the morning when they come to work. He's got a telephone or a page or whatever it is they use now, and he's got to respond to the scene. So I know this because I've played this end of the game a couple of times, but that's another story. So I call the number for the DA because I have to look it up on Google because I'm out in the middle of nowhere with one bar. So I got 4G, one bar. You know how fast this is working. I listen to the prompts. Don't you know the next to the last prompt is if you need the on-call DA, please press this number. So I press this number and I hear all the squeaking and buzzing and dial tones and shit. There it goes again. That's another buck. All right, so it's 6:22. I told Josh I'd get it off early, so let me finish the story. So this guy calls me back. Probably took 20 minutes. So that whole 20 minutes, I'm so chafed. Now I'm starting to sober up. Don't drink and drive. Anyway, client calls me back, and I say to him, "This is the situation. There was a prank played. This girl called up, had a car towed. She took the plates off. She dented the door. She took all the paperwork out of the glove compartment. But luckily, uh, the guy who owns the car has a duplicate insurance card and a duplicate registration. It's got like a photocopy, whatever you call it now. Plus, he has it on a picture on his phone, and Geico because he paid 6 months in advance. So, and the car is registered to him. So this is just a mean prank as far as I'm concerned. However, I have all these minions that God sends from Job to me. And the guy says, "Oh, I'm not going to handle this. Come back tomorrow." There is no way in hell I'm going to be in any shape to go there tomorrow after I get done with jury duty in family court. I got to be there at 8:30. I didn't get a waiver because I'm not handicapped enough. Because I'm not, yeah, I'm still young in their eyes. These people would take a dead body if you could wheel it in. That's another story. All right. Josh is getting a little antsy, so really gotta clean this up and put it to bed. So I say to this floating DA, listen, he just wants to make a report. I've driven from East Jabet 53 miles, 52, 52, whatever, to come here because he's a vet. He has PTSD really bad. If it's left on his own, this guy gets combative. So I'm here just to see that we have some resolution to this and get him home where he'll be safe. He has caregivers and all this other stuff. He has medicine there. But I don't want him freewheeling around with nobody to help. He says to me, "It sounds like your problem." I said, "I'm sitting here at this garage. You're going to make a phone call and tell them there's no impound slip on this car, because there isn't. You're going to explain to them that it was all a mistake, and you're going to have them tow it back to his house and put it in the driveway." He said, "And why should I do that?" I said, "Because if your boss gets in at 9 o'clock, he's going to be calling you at 9:15, asking you about this crazy person he has on the other line, talking about how you wouldn't help veterans on Veterans Day." Almost immediately, we got into the peace mode, cooperation, kumbaya. Anyway, guy must have had a separate cell phone, because next thing I know, Rusty's coming out the door. "Talk to the owner." So they charged him, because whatever the DA said, not the $900 I was waiting for, but $153 to go 22.3 miles. And then they charged him again 100 and whatever to go back to 24.3 miles, 22.3 miles. So I pile everybody back into the car. And this time I didn't care if the doors got closed, because I was hoping they'd fall out. Now I drive 22.3 miles back to JC's house. Just as we pull in the driveway, JC's phone's going off. Now this is like, by this time it was around noon, so this time is about 1:30, 2 o'clock, right? All I wanted is a Crown Royal, a Yingling, and one of these fabulous sausage sandwiches that we make with peppers and baguettes roll. I mean, this thing melts in your mouth. It's like being in the middle of Little Italy, anywhere in the world. Because we make the sausage. It's wonderful. We make hot, we make sweet. Okay, so, and we made like 400 pounds of this stuff, because we go through it. When I say we, I'm talking about the guys and me. The vehicle can't be delivered until 5 or 6 o'clock. Why? Because Rusty's there by himself. And the guy who's supposed to be on the road isn't responding. So Rusty gets off at 5. So he'll put the car on a truck, bring it to JC, and take the truck home or whatever he's going to do. I don't care. End of story. I got medicine in the JC. I packed the two of them. Oh, wait a minute. No, Amy went down to her apartment. So I just got Jake. So there's still 500 pounds on this skateboard. Now I'm 53 miles away from where I want to be. So I think to myself, because I always go to myself for expert opinions. What's the chances that they have enough troopers and sheriff's officers to be out on the highway? And this is a major highway. If you go back to my videos and my postings, I've been posting about different highways in New York. So take a look, you'll see what I mean. Anyway, speed limit is 65. If I do 74, I don't get a big ticket. So get on the highway. Well, I'm 12 miles from the highway, all these little country roads. When I get on the highway, it's like being free. So I punch in 74, bang, the car goes off. Now, you know me, that's not quite good enough. You can't be any cops out. You can't be any shows out. If they are, they're out somewhere. They're not here on the highway. I'm blowing down the road. I think, oh, well, 74, if I go 83, split the difference. Yeah. So I punch the cruise control again, as everybody does. I got waited for it to get up to 83, and we're blowing. I mean, everybody is pulling over right lane. We're just blowing through traffic like we are the hottest shit in the world. Yeah, you know what happened. So there, we wasted another 20 minutes to half an hour. And I got the ticket. So, my friends, like, subscribe, comment, share. Send me more money because I got to pay this fine. He did give me a break. You put down 64 and a 55. But in New York State, you get a fine and then they charge you $94 court costs. Whether you get convicted or not, you got to pay this $94 to the courts because they heard your case, whether you're guilty or not. Isn't that nice? So, listen, guys, Veterans Day, I'm going to go put an edge back on this sword. And to those who came home, to those that didn't, God bless. Love you, each and every one of you, gentlemen and ladies. I'm out.